Hi dearest, welcome back to another series on how to make money as a millionaire. But before we get into that, let me explain our last game challenge because it seems like everyone didn't quite understand what I meant. Now the first thing you do is mention the class that you'll be attending for half price. After you do that, you do a screenshot like you can see up here. Then you go into the Vencraft Academy reception and post the screenshot there. Okay, that said, let's get into today's tutorial. So this is the gown we are making a matching headpiece for. This is the pieces that I got to make use of. Okay, so if you have not watched any of our game challenge, it means you're not subscribed, so you have been missing it. So click that subscribe button and let's get into it. So I've cut out the pieces of material that we'll be needing. That's our piece of material plus our wording or pad, and that is the mold that I'll be using to mold it. So the first thing you need to do is place it upside down like so, the wrong side facing up. Then you put your pad like that and you mold. So I've molded it like so, and this is how it is. Okay, it's already dried and ready. If you've been, then that's our scissors. Then the remaining pieces of material that we have to use with the other part that we cut out to put on top. Then that's our bias. Then our organza. Now this 1 yard which I've cut in the long side to give me quarter, okay, so that's 9 inches each, of course. Then matching needle and thread to both the organza and also the Ankara material. Of course you need your needle. Then these are the 2 glues plus the electric glue gun that we might be making use of, and elastic band. So the first thing you want to do is take this, open it up like that and close it like that on your organza. Not open it up, you fold it rather on the organza and sew it through. So I've done that, and that's how the organza is. So the next thing you do is to stitch the 2 edges like so. So what I did was actually to sew the bias on the organza on the 2 sides, the 2 long sides, all the way down. Okay, so now I am sewing the edges like so. Okay, the next thing you want to do is sew it through the length, the long length of the organza. Now please make sure you use the color of the organza, not the color of the bias or the Ankara material. I later on changed it anyway so that it's not seen. Another thing I did was to make one side longer than the other, so it's 18, so you can do like 10-8. If you're enjoying this so far, please do give me a thumbs up. Let's go further. So I'm going to sew it through the length, and I'm doing running stitches all the way down. Keep watching and learning. Okay, so we're done with that. Of course, I said it before that you have to sew the other edge as well. So now I'm going to sew it all the way down. Remember, running stitches, one side 10, the other side 8. When you do finish with that, you squeeze it like so, and then it forms a pleat. Okay, now I'm just doing the finishing touches on the mold, which you already know. You can see the Ankara material inside the molded fascinator base. Okay, so now what I want to do is close it up. I've put in my hot wire, and I'm going to use my electric glue gun to close it like so, making use of my pegs, which makes it faster. If you have watched how to mold with pad, you already know this process. If you haven't, please do check the description of this video. You will see the link there so that you'll be able to follow through. I'm just giving some bits and tips of this part, but it has already been done on my channel previously, so just check the description below and proceed. Keep watching and learn. So the next thing you do is to put your glue around the edges like I'm doing, and get your Ankara material and turn it the wrong side up to the Ankara material down, and we're going to do north, south, east and west. Remember, that's to ensure that you have a smooth finishing. So now I'm going to be grabbing all the edges like so and pressing it down. Keep watching and learning. Okay, I'm done with that. The next thing I do is to take my razor blade and trim the excess out from where I glued it. Then you take your bias and you cover up the joining there all the way around. All this, as I said, in how to mold with pad, you will get to see all this process in detail. Next thing I did was take my elastic band, because I want to sew it to the fascinator base. But remember, the best way actually is to sew it before you put the other material on top. I actually missed that step, so please don't make this mistake. Before you cover the top of the fascinator, you sew your elastic band. But if you make this mistake, just make sure you use a small needle and then sew it, put it close to each other as you're doing, and it would not show on the top part. But to make sure that you don't have to do this, sew the elastic band before you put your material on top. So now I have my squeezed organza. I have 2 of them, so I'm putting the 2 edges together like so it squeezes more and puts them together. Then I put it on one side. Now, depending on where you want to put the pleats to be on the fascinator base, you sew it to the fascinator base. I wanted it like so, kind of like at the back. So, but I sewed it with the 10 inches facing the front and the 8 inches the back. Okay, so that's how I'm sewing it right now. And make sure you use the same color of organza. The thread should be the same color of organza, so it will not be seen at all. You don't even need to start looking for what to cover it up. It's not seen at all. So keep watching and learning. Do take note that we have more intensive training in the Vent Craft Academy. If you want to get to know more, please do click our reception link in the description of this video. Okay, so I'm taking the second one like so. I'm pushing it close to the other one. Then I'm going to sew it also very close to the one that I put, so that it would all be as if it's one full pack. Now, of course, if you're able to get a longer, what do you call it, a longer yards that is much bigger, probably like about 3-4 yards, then probably you might not need to have it in 2 pieces, because you just cut it at that edge. Now I'm making the small piece to cover up the back where the elastic band is. So you can do this, or you can use flower trimmings. What else can you use? You can use bias, but I felt this would be finer. The same Ankara piece behind, just folding it into squares and then gluing it to the back. Keep watching and learning. Have you, or are you attending our Crinolines Masters class? Don't miss it for anything. Become a professor in using crinoline to make various headpieces. Join us at the Vent Craft Academy reception for more details. The link is in the description below. Glued it to the back. Okay, and done the other 2 sides, and that's how I formed this lovely, gorgeous Ankara Fascinator garnished with organza in our How to Make Money, More Money as a Tailor or Millionaire. If you want to see more videos on that, please do click the next video up. Till we meet next time, is goodbye and God bless.